we're gonna get to the topic that we had a suggestion from Kita, and she happened to be here today. Woo! Yay. Sometimes people give us suggestions to talk about stuff, and then they're actually not here, like running stuff like that. So anyway, so today we're gonna talk about self-care, and we're gonna try to make it quick because we already been talking for like an hour already. Anyway,
last night when I was going through my little whatever I was going through, I had lit your candle. Yeah. Right. So then I started to feel better, and then this dark cloud came back over me, and I was like, oh, I started getting pissed off, and I looked over and the candle was out. I was like, whatever. That's what happened.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to walk through that though, because I noticed that like when you are afraid of your shadow side or your darkness, that amplifies it. You have to be strong enough to like walk through it because it's going to be a part of you. So when you run from it, you're running from a part of yourself.
Like 2 weeks ago, I was so mad, and Kiki was like, you need to call Kita and get a candle. And I was like, I don't have any money for the candle right now. But I should have called anyway.
But you did actually call me.
I did.
You did call me.
I did breathing exercises too last night because I started crying, and then I was like, breathe.
Yeah.
Okay. What is going?
Yes.
I don't know. Like,
I'm gonna start like scheduling sessions with people, like picking out time slots, so like I can just help people like do different breathing techniques.
I think you should. Y'all should put it together right now, and then we can come back and talk about the progress.
I think so too, because I need it.
And I think if you do another purge thing, try not to do stuff during the week. But if you do, send it to my phone, because sometimes I miss your stories.
That's real.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm definitely down for it. Anyway, my topic. So about healthcare. I mean, self-care.
Healthcare.
self.
Okay, that's a whole nother.
So I kind of broke it down, and this is through research that I kind of broke it down. So y'all can just like pitch in, because y'all know I can ramble on. So just pitch in whenever you're like, cut me off, and then I'll shut up so you can talk. So anyway, I broke it down to a couple of different sections. So for self-care, I need to get my life.
Slow down. Breathe.
I do need to get my life. Let me. Okay. So the first thing, guys, is we need to build a healthy foundation. Our bodies. We need to start there. So that means get enough sleep. That means eating healthy. Even if it's not every day, eating healthy. Pick a day to, eat healthy. At least every other day, something like that.
What's like, you mean like this?
Fruits and vegetables. Enough of your fruits, vegetables, and water.
And grains.
Oh, that's my third one. The drinking enough water.
Nutrients. Period.
Because you gotta have a healthy body, so you can be able to function. Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
I think it's important to detox sometimes too, and just like cleanse.
And like a tea kind of detox, or like what you mean?
It depends on what you're into, because there's different types of detoxes. Like you could do a raw one, you could do a juice cleanse, but just like a way to reset your body, reset your DNA, reset how you feel, feel mentally, emotionally, physically. Because it's hard sometimes when you just keep eating the same shit, and you just kind of like you feel like you need to release. I feel like the food is a good way to just like be like, hey, I need to cleanse my palate and stop eating cookies all the fucking time.
Okay,
I think that's how I am.
I just told her the other day, I was like, I've been eating way too much, like all day. I'm just snacking, eating.
Yeah,
but I've been drinking a lot of water.
That's the only thing I've been doing. I haven't been eating a whole lot.
I had some peanut butter crackers. My mouth was dry.
And those peanut butter crackers made your mouth not dry? Or is that why you drank the water? Oh,
right.
I was about to be like, hold on,
like
what crackers are you? What are you eating? All right. So my second thing is we need to avoid stressful things, and I know that's hard, especially for me. I'm gonna really try to practice what's on my list, y'all. But so
you said that's all of this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I kind of have an issue with the word avoid. It depends on what it is, because sometimes you can't avoid stressful situations. You have to learn how to walk through it. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. You're right.
Which I can't avoid the shit. I need to learn how to walk through it.
Like
I don't know.
Yeah.
Sleep more.
What are some ways that we can walk through a stressful event?
Also, you can rework how your brain thinks about the situation. I would need to know more about like what the situation is, because like certain things may be stressful to one person but not to another person. So I think if you take the stigma away from like, oh, this is a stressful situation, and just figure out what solution needs to happen, I think that's a good place to start. Because like, right, start there. Because even for me, like I was just like, oh, I'm stressed about money, blah blah blah. But I'm like, what needs to happen? Like what needs to happen for me to feel like this situation is not stressful? First of all, breathing helps a lot. Like learning different breathing techniques has been helpful for me. Journaling, just getting your thoughts out on paper and sharing is also very helpful. But also like just not judging the situation too. Because sometimes we could say a situation's good, we could just say a situation's bad. How about we take away those adjectives and just say it is a situation and figure out what needs to happen next. That's it. It's life, baby.
And then also sometimes like I think stress comes from your expectations. Like you expected it to go one way, but you didn't even see or like try to foresee the other scenarios that could occur. So you're upset because it probably didn't go the way you planned it. So it's kind of like you got to just be like, okay, this is like a bad, a good, a middle, and then what the. Because sometimes it just be like, so I was driving down the street, somebody hit my car, so as I got out, somebody hit me, and you be like, damn. So it just never gets better. So you just gotta, I feel like you should practice different scenarios in your head, and that can kind of help alleviate it, because that's what I do. And that's why I'm not like upset about certain things, and I just be like, oh, okay, I expected it. And it's like, you expected that? I don't give a fuck.
I definitely need to work on it. I suck at trying to like work on stuff, so I'm gonna really try to. I'm gonna try my list, y'all.
Okay.
I am, because I'll talk to you outside of the podcast, but I've been having a really, really rough time.
I thought the podcast was the place to share.
Because
not this.
I'm just playing. I'm just
you
Not
know your
this.
ego is crazy.
I'm very stubborn.
You are. You got to get out of that, baby.
You're right.
Remember, you are love. You deserve love. You will give love.
Yeah. Okay, so stressful things that we can try to work on. So take breaks from your phone and social media sometimes.
I fucking know.
Take breaks. Like after the wedding, I'm probably not going to make sure I avoid the bride's post, because I don't want to see nothing that one of the bridesmaids is going to be posting on her stuff. So I'm going to make sure I avoid that. I probably don't even get on Facebook at all, just because I'm trying to avoid that whole thing of seeing anything I might not like.
You know, I do that shit all the time, and then as soon as you go, you wait like 2 days, and then go back,
and then it still be up there.
and the feed right there,
Still be up there.
As soon as you go, on it,
I definitely get
up there.
it. I get it, but I'm gonna try to avoid it, because it's not gonna piss me off. It's gonna annoy me, and I don't want to be annoyed off something like that. I'm giving my annoyance to my friends. You know, somebody that's gonna deal with my stuff and help me get over it, not somebody that I could care less for.
I think
she got hit by a bus right now. I'll be like, oh, let me figure out how else I'm gonna get my kid. So it's like,
it's not nice.
Avoid. I'm just being real. So, and another thing.
Hashtag no fakeness.
Another thing, learn to say no. And when you learn to say no to people or situations, don't feel bad about it. That can help you avoid a lot of stress.
Setting your boundaries.
Yeah.
It's important to do that.
It's like, what? No, I'm not going to do that. No, I'm not going to give you my last $100. No, you can't sleep on my couch today because I need my own time. Whatever the no may be, no.
And it's important to have people in your life who allow you the space to do that.
Right.
Because
you'll say no.
Say no.
No, you can't have my last $20, and I'm going to be like, oh, it's okay. Don't worry about it.
You just have to make sure you don't harm yourself to help someone else.
Right. And a lot of times I feel like we do. Like we'll put ourselves in a bind to help somebody else.
I mean, you can go out of your way, but if it's really going to be detrimental to you, you shouldn't.
Right.
You
like I can't pay
your
your rent if I'm not paying mine.
Right.
We both can't be set up. You know what I'm saying?
Because I'm moving in. Okay.
So yeah. Anyway, my next group of things. So, if you're feeling low on energy, here's some things that might help. Okay, take a shower, wash your face. You know how sometimes you see on movies where people get frustrated and they go in the bathroom and they wash their face. That can actually be really helpful, and I actually didn't know that until I read it, and I was like, oh shit, that makes sense. So yeah, put on some clean, comfortable clothes. A lot of times I'm like, I hate wearing jeans. I hate putting on clothes. Like sometimes I just be staring at the closet like, oh, I wish it was summer so I could just throw on some baggy.